Overwatch 2 Season 9 patch notes leaked. All right, let's go see. Let's go see all the changes that are good, bad, rework, HP revamp, future updates, and more. Will Overwatch be saved? Guess we will find out. Overwatch 2's meta has been fairly turbulent since release, with number of degenerate picks. Looking at you, Malga. Bro, this guy's a Malga hater, man. Malga hater. Malga was fun as a tank player. Support role is broken. I mean, support is pretty much a glorified DPS. You just can heal people as well. So, yeah, that is definitely true. Malga did okay. Honestly, when Malga was released, Malga was strong, but they did a good job because now they buffed the Orisa thing. Like, I think Malga is actually in a good place now because he can be nerfed, and he's only good in certain situations. So, I think they did a good job with the balancing of Malga on the second like patch. But when he was released, he was strong. So, yeah. I think that's fine. And whenever a new character gets released, I think they should make those characters busted, because then it gets everyone to play them, right? And then everyone learns how to play with them, against them, and the character's actually used. And then they can go and nerf him afterwards. But if you just release a character and he's shit, then, you know, it's hard to get people to want to play him and stuff. Pretty much what happened with Lifeweaver. And then they're forced to, like, buff him every single patch, and then he's pretty much become sleeper OP because nobody really used them, because everyone has like the vision of him being bad, but then they're just like over buffing everything. So I think it's better to like release a character really strong and then tweak it, because then you can actually see in every instance where those characters need to be reworked. Yeah. All right, but anyways, yeah, let's go get into the leaked changes and see if Season 9 will be the season that saves Overwatch. Right, guys? Yeah. Yeah, it's the season. It's the one that's going to save Overwatch. Okay. So global projectile size increase. Okay, well, they already increased Ramatra's, and this actually felt really good. So they're increasing it again. That's kind of wild. The most damage dealing projectiles been increased, allowing all heroes to hit their targets more easily. It's got weapons with high spread rate of fire, such as Soldier's Pulse Rifle, increased by 0.05. I mean, I guess we're not really, like, these numbers mean nothing to me. But understanding that the projectile size is bigger means they're going to hit people more often, right? But you could just throw out these random numbers and I will never know. So soldier buff, Cassidy buff, travel time, scrap gun, rate of fire have been increased. Okay, so these even go even faster. Okay, so Rotok scrap gun, Ramatra go zoom zoom. Farah's rocket launcher I thought was already pretty fast, so that's a pretty big fire buff. Okay. Oh no, a Hanzo buff. Hanzo Storm Arrow was increased by 0.1. That's like the most out of all of these. Bro, Hanzo was already sniping from a distance, just shooting randomly, not even looking at his screen. And now he goes even faster. Okay. Projectiles. Okay, so on a sleep dart's not faster. Whip shot, fire strike's not faster. Okay, I think this is good. I think these are already fine the way they are. Roadhog's chain hook would have been pretty bad if that went faster. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, those are like big like impact abilities. So I think those are fine, but normal shootings. Okay. Let's see. Health pool update. Okay, this is the big one. Total health pool of all heroes, including armor, health, shields, are increased from around 15 to 20%. All right, this is a lot for tanks. This is a lot for tanks if it's doing health, armor, and shields. Like, that is a crazy buff. For other heroes, over like DPS and stuff. I guess like they're trying to account for things getting hit more, right? So like these changes, think people are gonna get hit more, so they need to increase the health. I still feel like things need to die faster, so they could honestly take this out, and I think it'd probably be better for the game because more team fights would be done within 10-15 seconds rather than it being a 5-minute team fight. But that's just a personal opinion. All hero ultimate costs are increased by 10%. I think this is good. Ults need to be more like impactful and like known when to use them. So I think this is good. This could honestly be increased to like 20% and I would be happy. But it's a good step in the right direction. The health though, we'll have to see, but that is a big, I think tanks are going to be pretty happy with this one. Because good tank players, right, you're still going to be playing corners and not taking damage before the fight starts. So this just helps you secure kills and stay in the fight longer without dying. But bad tanks needed this because they just walk in straight lines and get shot before the fight. So, yeah. Okay. Ooh, now time for the actual buffs. Okay. Wait, okay. I need to try and... Honestly, I should maybe move my cam on this to like this side, right? Is this better? Because then it's not in the way of everything. Yeah. We'll just like move this shit here for now. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Move that over here. Okay. Wait, how much white space? This is all white space? Here, we'll just... Bam. Easy. Right in the middle, so it's just like a random ass spot. Alright, so tanks. D.Va, base stats. Pilot, D.Va's health increased from 150 to 175. And then D.Va Mech's armor's increased from 300 to 375. Wait, so this is Baby D.Va's stronger? Bro, Baby D.Va is like as strong as a Tracer. Bro, Baby D.Va's already impossible to hit. And now you're telling me that Baby D.Va's gonna have even more HP? I gotta hit D.Va an extra time? Oh, dude, there's gonna be so many more goose squishes because of this. Self-destruct range increased by 100 meters. Oh, max damage. Never mind. Max damage increased. Okay, I mean, that's okay. Like, a nuke is a nuke. I think they're gonna die no matter what. Oh, and the range is increased from 4 to 6. Okay, so yeah, it's a big D.Va buff. That is a gigantic D.Va buff. Doomfist, base stats, health increase from 300 to 375. Yep, nobody asked for this. Sorry. Yep, nobody asked for this. Rocket Punch, max impact damage increased from 50 to 75. Wall slam damage. I feel like they just nerfed Doomfist, right? Because he was too strong in this exact aspect, right? They made it so like the stun was a little bit slower because they just buffed his ultimate. And then now they're doing this back to where he's just going to be one-hit Doomfist again with having an extra 75 health. So I think this is kind of a dumb change. Not ideal, but, let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. See what else we got here for some gems. Junker Queen, base stats, health increase from 375. Okay, so it looks like across the board. Maybe they're just increasing all tanks. Probably to account for the projectile change, but still. Rampage, wound damage over time increased from 60 to 90. Now this is huge. An extra 30 damage. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's pretty huge. Malga, base stats, health increase from 300 to 400. Okay, no damage changes for him. Orisa, armor increase from 275 to 350. Okay, this is pretty massive. Because armor is way better than health because you have like the damage reduction. So this makes Orisa even more tanky. So that's pretty huge. Ramatra health increase from 200 to 275. So that's like a buff of, you know, normal, but they're on par with everything else that they're doing, but no armor change. Rhine buffs. Okay, here we go. W's in the chat for some Rhine buffs. Damage increase from 85 to 100 per swing. That's actually pretty huge. Not gonna lie. Charge while impact damage increase from 225 to 275. I still don't think with everybody's how much HP they're getting, if this is still gonna one hit. Because, dude, you pin like a Reaper, like a Torb, a May, and I feel like they still live with 1 HP, and you're like, bro, what the heck? And then they just survive. So honestly, I feel like Charge should just be able to one hit those, so they just need to increase this to whatever HP those guys get. But they'll still survive. Okay, yeah, see. Not good. But at least his hammer does more damage. He needed this. I still think Rhine buff, hey devs, all you out there listening, let's get movement speed on Fire Strike hits. Bang. Helps Rhine get in closer, promotes good gameplay. Thumbs up emoji. You know, it can be like a little less than Junker Queen Shout, right? Just something extra. Helps him get close. Solves all of Reinhardt's problems while not making him too OP and a brain dead change. So let's get that done. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, Roadhog. Health increased by 100. Bro, Roadhog was already impossible to kill. You're telling me they're giving me another 100 HP? Come the freak on, man. Come the freak on. Nobody wants this. Revert it. Revert it. But, okay. Yeah. Increased by 100. Sigma shield increased from 200 to 275. Okay, so it's a pretty big Sigma change. Shield is pretty much better than health in armor because it recharges. So I think it's a pretty big Sigma buff. Let's see. Winston. Ooh, wait, this is a lot of buffs for Winston. Let's go. Okay, Winston moment. Ace of Blinkies in the chat. Let's go. All right, base stats. Health increased from 200 to 225. Okay, that's like the smallest ever. Armor increased from 200 to 250. Okay, so at least he gets a double buff here. Tesla Cannon. Damage increase from 60 to 75 per second. Okay, this is quite a lot of damage. And Primal Punch, damage increase from 40 to 50. Hey, makes it easier to actually secure kills. I still don't think this is going to help you kill a support that's pocketing each other, but having the extra damage there, it seems like it will they probably did some number crunching and like everyone getting an extra 100 health. This probably like makes it even, right? But the Tesla Cannon damage is pretty huge because that means you can build ultimate faster, as well as you have the you go through the armor still. So this 70, like going up to 75 is probably going to help, you know, kill those armor targets a lot easier and faster. So I think this is actually a pretty big Winston buff, which I'm all for because Winston's a good character. So all right. Wrecking Ball, base stats, armor increase from 100 to 175. Okay, that's actually really huge for Ball. Get an extra 75 armor. A lot of damage reduction. They don't increase any of his damage or anything, so this is just a survivability change. But at least it makes him be able to engage, probably roll out, get health packs, and come back into the fight a little bit more and stay in the fight a little bit longer. So I still don't think Wrecking Ball is going to be a top tier pick, but you know, he needed something. Zarya change, primary fire beam width increased from 0.15 to 0.2. Okay, So this is just easier left clicks. I don't know how much 0.5 meters is in the game, but that's probably a good amount. Easier tracking. Yeah, they didn't increase any of Zarya's HP, armor, any of that stuff. So just pure damage output. So this will be interesting to see why they didn't go ahead and give her like health or armor. So yeah, I don't know. This will be, I think Wrecking Ball and Zarya, like looking at these, they kind of got the least amount of like viable changes, just looking at, you know, off the wall stats here. But yeah, Wrecking Ball survivability, Zarya, extra damage. But I mean, if you're good with tracking, then this didn't really matter. So this just helps, you know, overall lower players. Okay, so that's all the tank changes. Bunch of survivability. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna get shot easier because of all the projectiles, but I think Winston got the best. Seems like pretty solid. Which W. All right. Damage. Roll passive changes. Reload speed bonus on elimination removed. And it's just me, or I forgot that was even in the game. Did anybody even know that was in there? Forgot that was a thing. So new roll passive, dealing damage, reduces healing received by 20% for 2 seconds. I like this change. I think this is good because that means things will die faster that are getting shot. And I'm all for everything dying faster in Overwatch because everything survives way too long. So I think this is a W change for DPS and it makes sense. Even though I'm a tank player, this means I'm going to die faster. I think this is a good change in what they needed to do. All right, so Ashe, base stats, health increased from 200 to 250. Okay, 50 extra HP. Bob, weapon damage increased from 14 to 17. Okay, this is 3 extra bullets is damages a lot. Okay, so that's pretty huge. Bastion, health increase from 225 to 275, so no damage changes, just straight health. Cassidy, base health, increase from 200 to 250. Deadeye, initial rates decrease from 130 to 150. So damage rate increase. Okay. Increase from 260 to 300. So this just means Deadeye locks on faster. That's what that means. Garbage Okay. I mean, yeah, Deadeye is kind of a useless ulti. It's kind of just used for like zoning, and then the potential if you're getting primaled, you would just use it to try and stop the Winton going on you. So I think this is okay. Every other DPS ult kind of is like instant get value, while Deadeye you have to stand still. So I'm okay with that change. Echo. Ooh, seems like she's got a lot. Echo is already pretty strong too with the Mercy Pocket. So base stats, 50 extra HP, focusing beam width increased from 0.2 to 0.25. So it's the same thing with Zarya. Just easier hits on people. So it seems like they're making the game a lot less skill based and making it just like easier for average players. Which, I mean, I guess is okay, but having like skill shots actually like be like, oh my god, this guy's actually crazy for being able to track this, like seems a lot more like, I don't know, fun to watch, I guess, rather than it just being dummy easy for everybody. So I don't know how much 0.5 actually does, but you know, we'll see. It does seem like a lot though, because if it's at 0.2 right now and then it goes to 0.25, that's kind of a lot. Let's see. Duplicate. Maximum combined health, including armor, health shields, increased from 300 to 350. Okay. I mean, this is just, I guess, goes along with, you know, all the other HP buffs for all the other tanks and stuff. So guess this makes sense. Let's see. Genji, base stats, health increase from 200 to 250. Dragon Blade, swing recovery, decrease from 0.9 to 0.75. So that means he can slice faster. I think this is fine. I feel like when Genji was slicing, it does feel kind of slow. So they probably did this so we can actually have extra damage output faster. And honestly, seeing like sick Genji clips where it's like slash dash and like is kind of sick. So I'm for Genji changes. Give him a little buff. Did Zen and Symmetra always have shields? Yes. Yeah. They've always had shields. Shields are getting buffed. Yeah, I mean, it only, for now, it only shows like certain ones are getting, it's like, I think it was just overall saying like some characters are getting health, armor, and shields. Because like this is armor, this is just Sigma's is shields, but not health. So it's like certain characters are getting certain buffs. So yeah. Which some of them make sense for the characters. And it's a little bit stronger than others. But let's see. Okay, so back to Hanzo changes. Health increased from 200. So every DPS character is seeming to get extra 50 health, probably to account for the projectile increase. Which, you know, I think that's... It doesn't seem like that much compared to how much damage is probably going to be outputted because of the projectile. So I think this is a decent amount, but not too much. Storm Arrow damage increase from 60 to 75. Cooldown reduced from 10 to 8. Bro, nobody likes Hanzo, man. Hanzo is like Doomfist, where when you die to the character, it just pisses you off because there's just nothing, you know, you feel like you can do about it. And, you know, nobody likes those. Nobody likes those. So, you know, get this out of here. Get this out of here. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it. Yo, keep it in the workshop, devs. Keep it in the workshop. Health increased 200, 250. Okay, at least Junkrat didn't get any damage buffs because he's already kind of crazy going from the sky. May health increased by 50. Okay, across the board. Wait, holy shit. Wait, bro, what is... Yo, Far's got like 5 whole word essays over here for stats. Okay. All right, so this is the big one. Here's a big one. Let's see what this is. So Pharah base increased health by 50. Okay, so it's on par with everything else. Rocket launcher. Self-damage percentage decrease from 50 to 75. So this just helps her not take damage when she's doing the little like rocket jumps to get higher up on walls. I mean, I'm okay with that. Nobody really cared or paid attention to this anyways. Recovery reduced from 0.85 to 0.8. Projectile speed increased. I mean, this projectile speed is pretty huge. Because I would say, like, a good Pharah that's shooting from a distance, like, it was already hard to dodge as, like, a tank player and stuff. Because you move kind of slow. So, this being this fast is, yeah, pretty massive. Jet dash. Wait, hold. Now going to Valorant. Okay. Let's go see what their Valorant move is. Horizontal dash in the direction you're moving. 10-second cooldown. Bound to secondary fire by default. Okay. So wait. So is that? So that's. It's not just a straight up move. It's whatever direction you're moving. I mean, that's kind of sick. And that makes Pharah a little bit harder of a character to kill because you don't know which way she's moving. Yeah, it's literally Jet's dash. I mean, I think this is kind of cool. It makes Pharah a little bit harder to kill. I think that'd be fun. Jump jets, 20% weaker. That increased from 10 to 14. Gets 50% of your fuel back. Ooh. Okay, this is kind of massive. So this just lets you stay in the sky pretty much forever. Probably a good Pharah player. Like, you know, bouncing off walls, you're probably in the sky forever. Whether that's good or bad, playing against an Overwatch League Widowmaker that just clicks your head, you know, remains to be seen. But for lower elo, this is probably gonna make Pharah really OP. Concussive blast, 20%, 25% weaker. Okay, range decrease from... Okay, so this is just a harder boop to hit. Increase from 8 to 5 meters, now deals 30 damage. So he added damage and lowered the range. 25% weaker, probably, yeah, this is pretty huge. So not really going to be knocking people off the map. I feel like this is just going to be like a very useless ability. They should have just, I don't know, made this maybe even stronger and then just, yeah, I guess they made him. He needed the concussive blast because you need to bounce yourself. So now you have 2 moves to move. You can use this one. Bro, imagine like a Pharah. You do the concussive blast to go like right side and then you just fucking hit your left key and then you dash left to hit the shots. So now they have like a double move. I mean, there probably seems like there can be some sick clips with Pharah players doing like combining both of these together, right? So, yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Now, okay, so you rocket barrage now instantly reloads rocket launcher. This is kind of on par with all the other characters' ultimates because they just instantly reload everything, like Mauga. I think Primal does it as well. Ramatra. So, yeah, I think this is fine. Now shows spread out barrage when the show accuracy option is enabled. Okay, yeah, nobody really ever uses show accuracy, but okay, interesting. No way you couldn't tell where the rockets were going as barrage, but that's, I guess, just a quality of life change for somebody that wanted it. Okay, hover jets. Fuel decreased by 20%. So now you're in the sky even longer, and you get 50% fuel back when you use jump jets. Okay, speed boost increased by 100%. Now gives you better aerial movability. No longer refuels in the air. Only refuel once you land. Wait, but this one says gives 50% fuel back. So jump jets, I guess. Yeah, okay. Fuel can increase to 200% capacity if filled from jump jet and jet dash. Wait, jet dash gives... This one doesn't say it gives you capacity. So that means that's like a hidden thing. This gives you fuel back as well then, based off of what this says. Okay. Can be used without fuel to slow your descent. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Pharah actually got some crazy changes. But Pharah in a higher tier lobby was just easy to shoot, right? So they needed like trying to shoot a tracer that's moving left and right, or like a cast, you know, you could like dodge. So this, I guess, will probably be like the same thing where the Pharahs can move at the same, like, at least close to the same rate as a normal character if they were on the ground. So it's like a less of a easy target to shoot. So you might see more Pharahs, you know, in the game. But then you also, I feel like you're still needing a pocket mercy because it's going to be harder to heal them in the sky with shots if they're moving like that. So, yeah. I mean, I think this is a good Pharah change. Will, you know, I'm all for it. Pharah needed something to make her a little bit more viable, and yeah, this seems like a cool change. Reaper base stats, health increase by 50k. Sojourn, so that's just across the board. Everyone's getting base health. Soldiers 50 health again. Sombra 50 health. Symmetra shields increase from 100 to 150. Okay, this is massive. So honestly, this is a better buff than just normal health because this regens. So I think Symmetra got the biggest buff out of the DPS for at least health while. Photon projector, primary beam width increase from 0.15 to 0.2. Oh yeah, Symmetra. This is pretty huge, man. It's pretty huge. I feel like it was already hard to miss with the beam, but now you're beaming even bigger. Okay. Torbjorn. Okay, health by 50. Tracer. Oh, Tracer only got 25 health. Probably because they want Shiz has a smaller target and blinks, so they want her to be able to actually die. So, I mean, okay, that just... It seems like they're... At least this is like... They're not just giving it the same to everybody. It's like kind of thoughtful. Widowmaker... 175 to 200. It's gonna be slow. I mean, they increased everybody's projectile width and like hit scan width, so things are gonna get shot easier. So I think this is probably going to even out. It seems like, if not, maybe even still be a little bit faster. And then same with if a damage dealer does damage to you, you have 20% less healing. So yeah, you have this extra 50 health, but if you're getting healed while getting damaged, this 50 health is like not going to correlate to like the amount of heals you're getting with the damage that's getting outputted on you. So I feel like it, at least in my mind, it kind of balances out, if not at least makes it a little bit faster. For death. Okay, but now let's see support changes. The last one. Okay, so new passive. Regenerative passive now reduces the delay before regain begins by half. Wait, so it was 5 seconds before you got healed. Now it's 2.5 seconds before you get healed. That's kind of crazy. Bro, that's like one Suzu. And you run away and then you're getting health regen. This is pretty huge for Lucio. I'd say Lucio can just be on like speed and never have to worry about healing himself when he's on the walls. Okay. So that's pretty big. Ana, base stats increase. Okay, so same with DPS, 50 health across the board. Okay, Baptiste 50 health, nothing really big there. Brig, health increase by 50. Rocket fill, damage increase bomb 35 to 45. Okay. I mean, yeah. I think that's fine. So pretty much like this, at least still does damage to the Tracer, so you can still probably counter Tracer if when you hit that. Wait, dealing damage or being damage dealt? Being passive now reduces the delay. Yeah, I think this is just say you regained health faster. Yeah. Lari, health increased by 50. Oh, for the DPS passive. You get healed by 20% less if you get damaged. So you reduce healing given. So like if you shoot a tank and Ana's healing him, the tank gets 20% reduced damage. Oh, yeah, I didn't see where everyone else is getting the heal passive. Maybe that's like farther down. Okay, so the Alari, okay, extra 50 health. Kariko gets an extra 50 health as well. The Kunai's base projectiles reduced by 0.18 to 0.15. Wait, so after everything, Kariko's is getting reduced while they buffed everybody else's. Okay. I mean, honestly, Kariko was kind of the best support because you just dinked everybody in the head all the time. And it seemed pretty easy. So they're making Kariko a little bit more skilled. So I think this is honestly a good change for Kariko, because she was kind of the most, busted damage one. So this one actually makes, some sense. Let's see. Okay, going on. Lifeweaver gets an extra 25 health. Okay. Lucio, extra 50 health. Soundwave damage increased from 25 to 35. So this is his knockback. Knockback increased by 12%. So even more Lucio boops. Okay. Movement lockout duration increased from 0.3 to 0.45. Okay. So just a better boop buff. I mean, whatever. I'm okay with that. I'm about to get booped into the pit more and give Frogger clips, Oh well, guess I just gotta play farther away from the the edges. Let's see. Oh, Mercy. Oh, okay, man. This is where the pitchforks are gonna be coming out if these are bad. Health increase from 200 to 250. Okay. A little basic health buff. Guardian Angel, active duration on jump and crouch bonus, movement canceled or cancellation reduced from 0.15 to 0.1 seconds. So you can just jump up and down faster. Okay, at least it's not the freaking dolphin shit. You guys remember that? Where I don't have the Mercy clip anywhere on my computer in a folder somewhere, but bro, dude, who remembers the dolphins where they would just fly up and down 24/7 instantly? Bro, that was wild. Wild days we were in back then. Okay, sympathetic recovery. Health recovered from healing dealt increased 25 to 40%. Okay. Wait, I didn't even know Mercy had this thing. Wait, so when you're healing somebody and they do damage, you get health for that? Or is that like you get 40% more healing onto people? Yeah, like 40% is a ridiculous amount for damage. Oh, I don't honestly, I didn't even notice. So that's why I can never kill some Mercies in the sky when they have a good DPS player. Because they're healing off of what damage they're doing. Oh, see, like, dude, some of these things I don't even know were in the game. I forgot about them. Okay, but anyways, 25% seemed like legit, like you can actually kill somebody. But 40%? Bro, that's so much health. That's so much health, dude. Imagine like you're on a Widow trying to zap her, and then the Widow just hits a headshot. Bro. She's going from 1 HP to like 200 instantly. Yeah, plus, yeah, and then when you're in Guardian Angel and it's linked to like 5 people, 40% each. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Mercy's never dying. I never tried to kill the Valks anyways, unless he was the only one alive. So that just makes it even more like that. Okay. So Mercy is going to be unkillable. That's, that's fine. It's got to kill her before that happens. Moira, base health, okay, 50 extra HP. Product grasp, secondary fire damage increase from 50 to 65 per second. Okay, this is quite a lot. Secondary fire, target acquisitions radius increased from 0.6 to 0.7. Okay, so this is just easier to hit somebody with the right click. I feel like there's no way you'd miss the right click, bro. You would like, if I'm looking at somebody like in front of me and I'm going like this with the Moira and doing the right click to my far left, it's still hitting the freaking person that's main. So there's no way you even miss this. Like if you're a Moira and you're missing somebody with the right click, there's some problems. So, I mean, okay, whatever. 0.6, 0.7, I don't think it makes any much of a difference. Yeah, you still had to go in the general direction and it worked. So I think that's, it's on par with what they're trying to do to make the game easier with like the Zarya and the Echo, which I think were a lot bigger changes, and this one just, yeah, it is what it is. Zenyatta. Okay, base stats, health increased from 75 to 100. Okay, and then shields increased from 150 to 170. This is actually a really big Zenyatta buff, because 25 health is huge, plus the extra shields, because this is what's going to be regen. It just makes Zen even like harder to kill, because even if he's like down with like a little bit of HP, you still have to burn through shields, plus that's regenerable at the same time as his health passive, so he's getting both of these. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty big Zenyatta buff. No damage on the other updates. Okay, so that's all the big season 9 changes. All right. Honestly, I think for like the health and stuff, tanks definitely got a pretty massive buff because of this. At least good tanks, right? Good tanks getting this extra health is going to be huge because you're not really taking damage before the fight. So this just lets you like survive a lot longer. Extra projectiles definitely is going to help you get shot in the head a lot easier. So this will make things die a little faster. I'm good with the ultimate cost. I think that was good. Two ultimates per game, I think would be ideal, not like 7. So, I mean, I'm interested to see, how this goes. Yeah, I think tanks are gonna have a lot more impact. The new damage though, damage shielding reduction went by 20%, make people die faster. Good, but yeah, we'll see. Like honestly, I don't think this is as bad as what people were saying. Yeah, it was a 10% reduction on everybody's ults, so it makes it harder to get them, or increased, I guess, whatever the word is, however you want to think about it. It's harder to get your ultimate. I can choose just to one clip anyone. I didn't increase her damage and increase people's health. So as long as you hit the head with your extra whatever projectiles, then I guess, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Guess we'll have to figure out. Even if you can't one clip, right? The supports aren't going to be able to heal each other and survive because they get 20% reduced healing. So you could probably even, like, if you can't one clip, at least you could still 2 clip somebody, right? And kill them easier. So maybe it seems like with these changes, right? They're lowering the skill cap of the game because they're increasing the beams and they're increasing the projectile size. So this is tailored towards not getting the one clips, but securing the kill in an easier way. And that's what I get out of this whole entire patch, is they're just making the game easier, and the skill cap of like a lot of the things is just getting lower. Because yeah, it's not like the one clip, it's like, okay, well now I just have to hit 2 clips in the body and they're gonna die because they have reduced healing, rather than me needing to go for the headshot to get the kill before they got healed back up. So yeah. Junkrat count mouse 1 mine anyone anymore? Ooh, okay. So that's a good junk change. So not being able to get one tapped by a junk is probably fun for most people. Okay, I think that's good. I think that was kind of the most skillless one shot in the game. So that's good, and that's gonna make people less tilted. So that's fine. So many breakpoint changes. Yeah, there's a lot of changes that like those characters that they needed that, or those were like funny things to do. Also can't one shot anyone anymore. Ooh, is all the health change? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that makes it even more of, they're making the game less skillful and you needing to like double up on shots rather than just needing to go for the head, like, hey bro, shoot for the body and you're gonna get more value. At least you need the hit and then have people follow up. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how they play out in the game, but things got buffed. DPS seemed like they got a little bit nerfed on the skill level, but they got buffed on if you just have consistent damage and you hit your shots, then you still kill people faster. I still don't like, yeah. That direction of the game, I'm not a huge fan of. I like having really, skillful games, but, we'll have to just give Ryan's Fire Strike a burning effect. That'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, overall, I mean, I don't think these are super crazy. Like, I don't hate these changes. right? I don't necessarily hate them. I'd be okay. Like the game needed, you know, some spice, some changes. But yeah, making the game easier, not a huge fan of, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. But that is it for all the season 9 changes. Yeah. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube, and till next video. Peace. Bye-bye. See you later. Nice. Easy. We're done.